a soul gets paid. If you are someone right now that feels like you're kind of stuck in a situation with a specific person, an action that you have been taking, a choice that you made or have to make, something with this is involving this choice, this situation. Whatever I'm about to say in this video, everything is improvised and channeled in the moment, because if you don't know me, well, welcome. If you are coming back here, welcome back. My name is Flama Red Riva and I'm the Galactic Activator. I translate the Galactic Federation. And because you somehow found this, I know I made this for you. So something in here is gonna be involving you into a warning. This is a warning to you, is what I'm hearing. Don't fear this. Just trust it, that it's for your highest good and it's for your best will, is what I'm hearing. So keep watching. There's something for you in here. I'm gonna start with everything is gonna be fine. Like, don't even worry. Don't even stress. Don't even stress. It's not needed. Everything is gonna be okay. The warning in here is more about someone is in big trouble, and I mean danger. I mean, they put themselves in a situation that almost killed them, and it's up to them if they want to keep living like that or they want to accept the consequences of their choices and just move on. If this person or you or the person you are watching it for does not want to cooperate, it does not want to step aside, is what I'm hearing, and dropping their appearances, not keeping up their appearances, but dropping, there will be something that is going to be taken that does not belong to you. This is not a threat, okay? This is a warning saying, if you cooperate with your spirit and you let your soul guide you, you are on track. Like, you are literally fine. Like, you're all right, okay? But if this person doesn't want to cooperate, manage themselves, and move accordingly to God's plan over their life, right? Your life right here, right now, will not be godly protected. If you are not with God, their life, your life, will be unprotected, ripped off of their protection, because they don't have purpose to be. Okay, they have no purpose to be. Okay, if you are somehow okay to be, you have all the reasons to be. Okay, so you are protected in what you are being. You are aligned with all the light and the stars and the sun and the moon in the universe. But if you're not, I think something is up with the chart. Something's up with the chart, because that means something you're doing has to be highly necessary to be seen. Yeah. If you make a song, okay, and you get it all the way to the billboard, it's the people who have been listening to your word as an artist. It's the reward, okay? It is in the rewards of the Creator that you see where they have been getting their work to be seen. Sometimes that's not a billboard. Sometimes that's a newspaper or a magazine, a library, a restaurant, a cafe where someone has been noticed, found, discovered, and experienced. That's not something no marketing bureau can never, ever be done or have been making for someone. Because you cannot pay a soul to see someone. Okay? A soul gets paid to be seen. And it doesn't have to get paid to be seen. It's already seen for free. And we are free to see. Now, if you don't know, there are people on this earth who are paying others, to be paid to see others, to be seen. And I'm just laughing because that is so sad. Because we have gotten eyes to see with. And we have eyes to decide to show ourselves and when and how and with who. Whom is responsible for seeing when you get paid to be seen, or you get paid to see others because maybe you want to be seen by those people so bad. If that's the case, let me give you some free therapy. Okay, hold on. I need to swallow for this one. If you want to be seen so bad, why don't you keep showing what you want to be seen? Because if you're gonna pay someone to pay for eyes who didn't choose themselves to see you, you're possessing somebody out of their composure. Yeah, because your composure is naturally drawn and magnetically attracted to those who are reflecting what we are inside. But if you pay someone to be paid to see someone, you decide for someone else to pop their eyeballs out to witness whatever has been made, right? But what has been made in most cases is God's work in everything that we do. But if it wasn't, then who decides to keep that miracle up in the air, flying around for who? Exactly, tell me for who. Because who is paid to exist and who pays to exist Well, whatever's in your depth, you gotta clear it, because otherwise it's gonna be heavy. You cannot carry because your muscle it's gonna be a little bit too willing to have strength when you train and you work out and you do stuff to train and get stronger. If you go over the edge of what you can handle, it's gonna be too much for you. And I just heard wind out of nowhere. It's gonna be too much for you to carry. So something like wind has to come through to make it pop and go away, so it can disappear, so no one has to carry it any longer. Now, if you are a trainer, you're obviously trained to train others because you are trained properly. If you're not trained properly, you need training, you need clearance, you need to purify. Because how can you train a heart without training your own? For those that don't know, your heart is connected to your third eye. If you see dust, your heart is going to create more dust. If you should not create this dust, you have to clear it during your trainings. Okay, it's going to be dusty, but it's going to get cleared. That's why we are like vacuums. A black hole is this all it does. A black hole, that's the only thing it does. It sucks. It sucks volume. Volume? I said volume. I wanted to say it sucks volume. Vacuum. It sucks like vacuum is what I really wanted to say. But a black hole is like, it's sucking the value out of somebody. But this value, right, it can be sucked out of something or sucked into something because it holds the value. And value is exactly how it is supposed to be. Because value is deserving. Value is holy. It's sacred. Value is inside of you. And if it's not where it's supposed to be, it is probably taken over. Maybe because it was stolen, maybe because we give it away just to take it back later. Sometimes news is faster spread than a word of mouth. Because more people can see it. Instead of hear it, they can also feel it. And they can trust it.